Love Witney, been here ever since it started, and always been a great group of people at Witney. And one of the things I love is, especially today, there are people in this room that I can recommend to my customers, and it just makes me look a bigger and better businesses when I'm talking to them and I am their trusted advisor. So that's why I love Witney, and that's why I love the people here. Our meetings are relaxed, friendly and open to everyone. They are also highly productive.
If you haven't got good health, what have you got? Not a lot. So Nicola Menage, motivational hypnotherapy. I've got a 1 left. Thank you.
Andy Holt, Amanda Barnett's driver.
There is a line that says the definition of an extrovert accountant is one that will stare at your shoes instead of their own.
We're going to launch 4Networking in Witney. You're based in Witney, aren't you? Why don't you come along? Come along to 4Networking in Witney. Meet my colleague Terry Cooper. You can't make Witney. Don't worry. Come along to 4Networking Oxford next week. And I walked into 4Networking Oxford on the 22nd of October 2007, halfway through Brad, who was foresighting, because I had to do Witney Big Breakfast first. I was very committed to Witney Big Breakfast at the time. So walked into 4N Oxford halfway through Brad's foresight, and Brad said, "Christ, it's like a fat Paul Burrell." When I first walked into networking meetings, which wasn't actually 4N, but when I first went networking, I knew that all these other people in the room were much more confident than me. I knew as I was walking in, or as I was sat in that car park in Cirencester, I know your story as well, of course. You know, I knew that everyone else in the room would have a bigger business than me, they'd be more financially successful than me, they probably had a better car, bigger house, and they were much more confident than me. And I convinced myself of all of that. The biggest lesson that I've learned is that even when you scratch beneath the surface of some of the people who run some of the biggest companies that I've come across, they're all pretty much the same. And all of us are pretty much the same when you scratch underneath the surface. Top tip on 40 seconds, I learnt this years ago, walk away from the chair, imagine you're an oak tree and your feet are your roots in that as well. It always made me feel much more confident. When people lean on a chair, they get a little bit shaky and a little bit unconfident about it. And we got on to talking about red wine, and I said, "So what do you do?" And she said, "I'm commissioning editor for the For Dummies series of books. You may have heard of us." And I said, "Have you ever done one about business networking?" She said, "No, we've been looking for the right person to write it." Never underestimate the other people around you. The people who get the most out of this, the people who get the most out of networking, are those who truly choose to immerse themselves in it.
Hackett gives us the opportunity to showcase our venue with lots of networking people, which then become customers later in the day or later in the week, later in the month. Also gives us an opportunity to talk about our business, which means that we can say about the deals that we're doing. Also, some people, customers of ours at networking, become suppliers. You know, we've had an IT person, a stationers, an accountant, etc. So it's been very good for us over those 6 years.
Oh, it's brilliant. I think it's fantastic that the meeting's been going that long. But on top of that, just to see that many people turn up today, that many people, both past and present, so many people who were there at the first birthday and are still coming back 6 years on. So absolutely fantastic.
Please take the cakes away, eat them. If anybody has a birthday coming up, please take a balloon as well. That's our gift. This has been Witney.